Russia started this war with almost zero drones. Ukraine's Bayraktars were destroying convoys, exposing supply lines, killing generals. Russia was embarrassed. 3 years later, they are launching 800 drones in a single night. These are the 8 machines that turned the tide. And the world hasn't seen anything like them. Number 8. Poseidon, the nuclear tsunami. In 2015, a Russian TV camera accidentally captured classified documents during a live Kremlin briefing, revealing a weapon so extreme that Western analysts called it propaganda. It wasn't. The Poseidon II M39 is an autonomous nuclear-powered torpedo, 65 to 80 feet long, capable of traveling at up to 100 knots at depths of 3,300 feet, completely beyond the reach of any defense system on Earth. Armed with a multi-megaton warhead, it detonates near coastlines and generates a radioactive ocean surge that can contaminate entire cities for decades. Russian state television declared it would plunge Britain into the sea. Putin confirmed a successful test in late 2025. One submarine, the Belgorod, carries 6 simultaneously. This is not a weapon. It is the ocean itself, loaded and aimed. Number 7. S-70 Okhotnik B, the stealth hunter. In October 2024, Russia shot down its own drone over Ukraine. Not because it was failing, but because it went rogue. The S-70 Okhotnik B lost ground contact and drifted toward Ukrainian-held territory, so a Russian Su-57 fired a missile at it mid-flight to prevent capture. That incident alone tells you everything. The Hunter weighs 20 tons, has a 65-foot flying wing design with radar-absorbing coatings, and flies at nearly 1,000 kilometers per hour, carrying 2.8 tons of internal munitions. It was built to race ahead of Su-57 jets, destroy enemy air defenses, and return before radar catches it. Russia deliberately targeted the crash site with a missile to stop Ukraine from studying the wreckage. When you blow up your own drone to protect its secrets, it's worth paying attention to. Number 6. Grom, the Thunder Strike. Russia looked at its frontline losses, studied what worked in Syria and Libya, and built Grom, a supersonic loyal wingman drone designed to do one specific thing: fly into enemy airspace first and bait the air defenses into firing. The moment those radar systems reveal their positions, a swarm of 10 Molniya strike drones launched from a carrier aircraft destroys them. Grom itself measures 13.8 meters long, reaches speeds of 1,000 kilometers per hour, and can carry up to 2,000 kilograms of guided munitions, including Kh-38 missiles and KAB-500 precision bombs. Unveiled at Army 2020 and significantly redesigned at Army 2024, it prioritizes raw speed over stealth, deliberately built cheaper and faster than its predecessor. Russia is not trying to build a perfect drone, it is building one that works right now. Number 5. Altius U, the long-range watcher. Russia spent 3 billion rubles developing this drone, arrested its lead designer for embezzlement midway through the project, and still finished it. The Altius U is Russia's answer to the American MQ-9 Reaper and RQ-4 Global Hawk combined, a medium-altitude long-endurance UAV with a 28.5-meter wingspan, 48 hours of continuous flight time, and an operational range of 10,000 kilometers. It carries up to 1 ton of weapons, including Ke-35U anti-ship missiles, with a 260-kilometer strike range. In July 2025, one crashed in Tatarstan after losing navigation and fell onto a residential house, killing 2 civilians. Russia still classified it, refused to comment, and continued deliveries. A weapon so sensitive its own crashes are state secrets is a weapon worth taking seriously. Number 4. Sirius, Inokodets RU. The long-endurance killer Russia's Orion drone was called out publicly by a Russian journalist in 2024. He said it had been eclipsed in Ukraine because medium-altitude drones die to layered air defenses. So Kronstadt built something bigger. The Sirius, officially the Inokodets RU, is a twin-engine heavy attack drone with a 23-meter wingspan, 20 hours of continuous flight endurance, and a 3,000-kilometer operational range that lets it strike deep without crossing the front line. Weighing over 2.5 tons and carrying 450 kilograms of guided bombs and missiles, it forms a networked reconnaissance strike circuit with Su-35 fighters, Ka-52 attack helicopters, and ground artillery, feeding real-time targeting data to each simultaneously. Ukraine's best defense against it is shooting down the reconnaissance drones that feed it. Without eyes, it's blind. Number 3. Orion, in Okhodets, the battle-tested UCAV. This drone was already killing targets in Syria in 2019 before anyone outside Russia had taken it seriously. The Orion, Russia's first domestically produced combat UCAV, entered Ukraine in February 2022, and within 6 weeks had 6 confirmed strikes on Ukrainian vehicles on video. It is slow, in cruising at just 180 to 200 kilometers per hour, with a payload of only 200 kilograms. But it hunts from 250 kilometers away, flying for 24 hours straight while directing artillery, helicopters, and strike aircraft. In the Kursk incursion of 2024, when Ukrainian air defenses thinned out, Russian Orions returned to active strike duty and hit armored vehicles in real time. 9 have been lost in combat. Russia keeps building more. A drone that keeps coming back after 9 kills is a drone that has already won its argument. Number 2. Lancet, the tank killer. Ukraine built cages around its howitzers out of wire mesh and chain link fencing, specifically because of this drone. The Lancet, made by Zala Aero, a subsidiary of Kalashnikov, has been launched over 4,000 times in Ukraine and carries a 77.7% hit rate. It has destroyed or damaged more than 1,070 towed howitzers, over 80 HIMARS, and M270 rocket systems, more than 80 surface-to-air missile batteries, 121 T-64 tanks, and multiple M1 Abrams supplied by the United States. It flies 40 kilometers, loiters overhead, and in the final dive reaches 300 kilometers per hour. At that point, it is virtually impossible to shoot down. British intelligence called it one of the most effective new weapons deployed by Russia in Ukraine in 2023. The British don't hand out compliments to Russian weapons. That tells you everything. Number 1. Garin 2/Shahed 136. The swarm that never stops. On the night of September 6, 2025, Russia launched 810 Shahed-type drones at Ukraine in a single attack, the largest drone strike in history. Ukraine shot down most of them. The ones that got through hit power stations, leaving millions without electricity before dawn. That math is the entire strategy. Originally an Iranian design acquired in 2022 for $145 million, Russia reverse-engineered it, built a factory in Tatarstan using coerced African workers and teenagers from vocational schools, and is now producing 2,700 Garin 2 drones every single month. By July 2025, the 30,000th unit had been shot down over Ukraine, meaning Russia had already fired 30,000. Each costs around $80,000. Each Patriot missile used to stop it costs $4 million. Russia is not trying to win with precision. It is trying to bankrupt the defense. These 8 drones are not concepts or prototypes. They are active, deployed, and reshaping what modern warfare looks like in real time. If one of them deserves its own full breakdown, drop its name in the comments. And if you're not subscribed yet, you're already 3 videos behind.